do it. Hey, Vivian's a good rare. Yeah, this is a very good card. You know what? I didn't have my deck. Oh, I'm an idiot. Sorry, I didn't have Deck Master open. So let's open up. Yeah, I mean Vivian is awesome. So that's definitely what we're gonna pick. I'm just seeing what else is in the pack. I mean, I like Pledge, so that could wrap. I've seen that before, which is kind of crazy. Green black is a good place to be, so we might pick up like a Spark Reaper. Blue side of things, I mean, the weird is pretty nice. But yeah, there's not a lot to like about this pack except for Vivian. But Vivian's fantastic. Does a good job protecting itself by flashing in creatures, and you're almost for sure drawing cards from it.
Let's tear this place apart.
Yeah, so it's Mao. I think I'm pretty high on Mao. I like I like this card a lot, and it goes with the green of Vivian. Other cards I like in this pack, I think this card's okay. I think Law Reinforcer is good. I think Aven Eternal is really good, and I like Spark Harvest. So like probably the best card in the pack is Spark Harvest. But I really like playing this card. I think it's very good. That Vigilance has been so relevant in games because a lot of times there's not a ton of creatures on the board, and being able to attack and block with it is pretty key. But this is a good pack. There's a lot of playables in here. I mean, like Thunder Drake's a good pick, but for right now, like probably the smartest pick is Spark Harvest. But I'm biased towards this card. I really like it, and it keeps my options open because now I'm only committed to green so far. Saheeli's fine, but I don't know that we're gonna be that deck. So I'm looking more at like Aven Eternal or Reaver. These are like the best commons, like just standard issue common creature for blue and standard common creature for black. They're both really good. I'm actually gonna go with the Aven Eternal. Really could go either way. So we might kick ourselves and want to be black later, but it's alright. Yeah, like Teo's alright. Not There's certain decks that capitalize on this, but I don't think we're that deck. Enforcer Griffin is surprisingly good, but it's pretty vanilla for my taste. Like this format has so many bombs, and like a 3/4 flyer just isn't that exciting for 5. I do like Wrangler. Let's just pick up Wrangler because we know we're green, and that card tends to be good as long as you get some Bloomhawks. Nothing too exciting here either. For me, it's between the Griffin and Dawnbreaker or Dawnbreaker. I'm gonna take Dawnbreaker. It's just fitting with my theme of Croc Wrangler so far. I don't like any of these cards, honestly. So Strix would be the only one that we could possibly play so far. I mean, red's looking okay here, because like you just saw there was the 2 burn spells. Those are my least favorite burn spells of all of them, but they still lasted a long time. And this guy is really lasting a long time too. So maybe we could be like a Gruul deck if that trend continues. Because we're not super committed to blue. I mean, I took Ava Eternal because I think it's good. Damburger's fine. Strix is meh. So we're certainly not committed to blue. I want to be green. I really don't like the Crocodile. Not a big fan. I'm just leaving white slightly open because sometimes you'll get some really good green-white cards. So we didn't see that, but we are seeing Evolution Sage. So I'm pretty happy with Evolution Sage. That's a good one. Davriel is really good, and Taskmaster is good in a creature deck. Cruelty is really, really good. This is like the best removal, pretty much, for black at common. It's between this and Spark Harvest. They have their own pros and cons, but this one's pretty sweet. Like 3 mana, pretty much kill anything. But yeah, it's Evolution Stage, for sure. For sure. Goes really well with Mabu. I mean, this guy's fine. I'm not, like, horrified to take this. I mean, like, it's 2 mana for a 1/1 draw card. It's like, it thins your deck a little bit. I don't think we can cast it from our library. Because I'm casting it from exile here. I don't think that counts. I don't know. I wish it said, like, if you didn't cast it from your hand. Alright, so I like Callous Dismissal quite a bit. It's just like, what road do we go down? I think I just want to do this Dismissal. And we'll stay blue for now. Okay, we got rewarded a bit for doing that with Epiphany. Epiphany is really, really good common. But this is a really good card in Is It? But we're not Is It, so I'm probably just going to play this thing. I've ignored some pretty good black cards. We could be green-black right now. We'll see how it pans out. I like Thunderdrake. Yeah, see, like, this is coming way late. This is pretty late, too. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. We're also seeing Pegasus come pretty late. That's a card that we want. Yeah, we're missing a lot of pieces. Like, I need things that add +1/+1 counters pretty bad. And more proliferators if we're going to keep making the deck that we're making. I'm going to take the Pegasus. Oh, man. A little bit unfocused. I need Courage and Crisis pretty bad. The Butcher, huh? I'm having a tough time of it tonight. Alright, let's see what we've got working. I need to take a second here. So we're definitely not red. We've got a couple good black cards, but not many. I've got a lot of blue. I've got some playable white, but it all costs 3 mana. Oops. Okay. Like, I really need to decide what I'm doing, because I need to get like 8 playables out of this pack, which is a lot. I mean, I like the removal package I'm getting from black, so I really don't have any removal out of my green. And we could play like a black, blue, green, but I don't have fixing, so I need to find fixing too. Like, it's ugly. Yeah, I don't want to be white. So if we are black, blue, green, like, this card's good, but I'm tempted to take Ashiok and have that be a win condition. I could see proliferating this and protecting it. But this is safer. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 10 creatures. I definitely need to find some more creatures. Ideally, like Bloom Hulk. All right. It's a tough choice. I think another removal spell is smart. It's just the mana cost is hard. Ugh. Okay. I'm taking Ashiok. I'm try it.
Welcome to my world of
The Elder spell. It's another one that's kind of hard to cast. It does power up Ashiok, I guess. I don't know how good the other spell is in limited. It's not amazing. I think it might be smarter to take New Horizons. Just help me cast all this stuff. It also helps me accelerate into these guys. The greedy play is to try to wrap this. But I'm really in pretty desperate need of things that add 1/1 counters. So I am going to take this now. I don't love it, but I think it's Couraging Crisis. Once again, need 1/1 counters. Let's get a little more proliferate action. Oh, this is pretty cool. There's a lot of things I want here. I want Tyrant Scorn. Kind of get another chance at it. Narset, though, is pretty sweet. Like, how many non-creatures am I running? I've got a ton. One, well, not a ton. 2, 3, 4. So potentially like 9. That's enough targets for this. That double blue, though, is kind of scaring me. I'm going to take a Tyrant Scorn. Nothing's really jumping out at me here. I really want to find a 2-drop. But I guess the Centaur is fine. Oh, what am I doing? It's Leyland Pro. I'm dumb. What? Wow. I like forgot I was black green. Of course it's Leyland Prowler. Of course. This is a really good card. Silly me. That was a close one. Okay. So I think Flux Channeler. Because now I'm starting to get some ways to get counters. And this can get kind of out of control. And it does help me win with Ashiok. So, yeah. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I could go one more. Instant or sorcery? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, this isn't the ideal deck for this card, but I do need another 2-drop pretty bad, and it might hit something. Could be worse. I think I'm gonna play 2 of these guys. Alright. We're getting there. Right. So, let's sort this down a little bit. I don't think I'm going to end up playing Totally Lost. I only opted for the 1 Augur. I just don't see myself playing more than one. Got a lot of 3-drops going on here. So I don't even need weird. Creature-wise, we're at 17, which is a ton. I can definitely cut some creatures. Like, I don't know that I need Spark Reaper. I don't think it's good enough. I like having a couple ways to make zombies in a, like, this is pretty much a proliferate deck. And I do like having a couple ways to make zombies. I don't think I need the crocodile. The only thing about the crocodile, yeah, no, I don't need it. It hits Kronk, but I don't know. I have a few things that hit Kronk already. So like my creature curve is looking pretty good. Okay. It's worrying that I only have 5 forests though. I think I need to cut down on, like, I really don't need 6 swamps. I really don't love this card at all. I don't think I'm gonna play it. I still have 7 targets for Augur. That's plenty. I do have a lot of things that hit Flux Channeler. I got 7 plus, like, 3. I got like 10 things to hit this. That's plenty. Maybe I just want 1 Courage in Crisis? I'm just wondering, yeah, I have enough. How do I get counters? I get counters from New Horizons. Drake gets counters, Wrangler gets counters. That's it. I do need both of these. Cause I've got a good amount of proliferate. I definitely need like enough ways to get counters. Okay, so yeah, I probably want to cut 1 more creature. And maybe it's one of these high-end guys. Like, I probably just need 1 giant. And then my mana worked itself out. Yeah, that looks good. Alright. We're like a Sultai deck again. Try again. I don't know what's up with this, like, I never see Bloom Hulk. It's so annoying. Like, that Bent deck I just drafted did have Bloom Hulk. I had like 2 of them. But I've been in green a lot, and I just so rarely see them. The bots really scoop them up fast, I think. This is fine. So you got like a pretty good curve out hand. I think he counters my even Nocturnal? I don't know. I'll attack first. I guess he counters that. It's too bad. I want to save this. No point saving it now. So hopefully I draw a swamp. That would be really good. That was a quick rip on those. The bounce, that hurts. Still I want a swamp. Really, any land will do. I want to play Dam Breaker. Can't play that. Sucks.
Focus on what matters.
And they were ripping through their deck. Better as a blocker if they have removal for Dam Breaker. Ugh. Gross.
Think you can beat me? You're welcome to try. You're not gonna like it.
That's pretty good. No, come on. I mean, I guess we're on 6 swamps and only 1 fixer. So I only have 7 things that hit swamps, but I still should have 1.
You're good. Not as good as me, but
I think we definitely lose
there's a storm coming
to this
your way.
Planeswalker. Getting blown up. Ouchie. Alright, let's try another game. Oof. Oh man, we're going back. Going all the way back to tier 4. If anyone has questions on anything, feel free to ask. I'm happy to help in any way I can. Been on the struggle bus for like a couple drafts. Did really well with best of 3s. You know, I think this deck's alright. I missed a lot of cards that I was trying to find, and it was a little bit unfocused until pack 3. So that makes it tough. But I have some fixers, like, this is a decent hand. I have a lot of cards in this deck that I really like, it's just not as cohesive as I would want it to be. So the obvious thing would be to play Prowler, but I don't think the mana acceleration gets me anywhere. I do get to gain a little life, but him being black-red, I kind of want to see what's going on in there. So I'm gonna grab something. Yeah, okay. So they're not packing much, but I guess I'll get rid of this thing. Yeah, I wanted to take away. No, you're fine. We're gonna get some wins. So I took this line of play. I wanted to make sure, or at least like, hopefully, get rid of removal so that I could land Mawu into Couraging Crisis. I mean, that's my plan. It's just, we'll see what they drew. Like, these two cards could be removal. And if they are, it hurts. Doesn't mean we lose, but it's a setback. So I can't block. I know he's got Stone Blades. So can't block. No, so they're just gonna hit me hard. That's okay. So now Mawu gets really big. And I love that it has Vigilance. Realistically, we just attack. I played the land because then next turn I can play both of these cards if I draw a land. So it's just kind of like sometimes you hold them, sometimes you gotta play them. Appears to be looking for removal, didn't find it. I did find my land. So. I should have. That's alright. We're fine. Yeah, it's just like an attack all situation. They don't really have good blocks anywhere. But last turn, I should have played Aven Eternal and thrown the counter on the zombie. It just dies. But yeah, and then I could have attacked with the zombie too. So that was a mistake. I'll show the deck real quick because I think some people came in after I had drafted it. So yeah, I mean, like, cards I really like. Obviously, if you're just watching that, Mawu is amazing. Really nuts with the Couraging Crisis. And then I have the Keep Proliferator on commons, so I can further proliferate with Flux Channeler or Evolution Sage. So it's not the end of the world that I didn't draft any of the Bloom Hulks, but I'm always happy to draft Bloom Hulk. Card draw is nice, some mana acceleration's nice. Cards I'm not super excited about, I mean, we'll see if Ashiok pans out as a win condition. I do have enough ways to proliferate him that as long as I can protect it, I can win. I'm playing a lot of these like 6-drops, which can be good or not. It depends. Like if I get flooded with these guys and don't draw enough lands or mana acceleration. But I figure I've got Prowler, I've got New Horizons, I've got ways to kind of get up to 6 mana and cash in on these. So like this is kind of like plan B. If you don't get Bloom Hulk, you kind of need a couple of these, like one or two, just to get that extra proliferate effect. And as a bonus, it does hit Wrangler too. So that's the deck. Mana's rough. The mana, that's what kind of got me the first game, is we just couldn't find a forest. Sorry, not a forest. That was my last deck. Swamp. I was on a big run in the best of threes. I wish those counted for my rank because I was like something like 17 and 3 or something through the best of threes that I played. That would have helped. I'm gonna keep it. I have some tools, and I just need to draw some creatures, really. Like, that's a fine guy. I might even just hit him with the Couraging Crisis, and then channel him up. Yeah, like, this is fine. Against a green deck, these guys are pretty good. I got nice blocks here. That's fine. Might eat a giant growth or something. It's okay. I'd rather them burn that now. That's a problem. I need to draw a swamp. That's a problem. I'm gonna play the island in case I draw a 6-drop. Could draw a Dam Breaker. Oh my god. So that hurts. I need a swamp. Drew the Dam Breaker. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty good. Gabriel.
No one has seen my face and
That's good for racing. I gotta draw gas. I'm dead.
loneliness.
That's
and
gas.
hurt.
That is gas. I'm not sure that I want any of this. Like, I really need to find a swamp. Well, I don't have to find a swamp, but let's see. Like, if I could find a callus dismissal, that would be so good. We found callus dismissal, and we found a swamp. Oh my goodness. Alright, so, yeah, I'm just gonna bounce Prowler. I think it's Prowler. Because then I just have to chomp and live. So now they have to block to live. I still have a chomp for Ronas. And then even if they have removal, I live by 1. So. Alright. Alright. That was a close one. That was fun. Alright, one sec. My wife needs something, and then I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Never lucky. Can't imagine that's true. This is fine. What's nice about having a creature hand like this is I probably will hit on Augur. Now that I've said that, I won't, but theoretically, we'll hit Augur. That's what I get. Oh, or mirror match. It's the mirror match. That's fun. They don't need to know it's the mirror match yet. I'm gonna hold my Swamp back. We can get aggressive with Aven Eternal. Like, I have nothing to channel yet. So, there's no reason to play the Channeler over Eternal. So, the plan is Flyers. Okay. I mean, like, I don't care about that because, like, I can attack back for 4. So, that's a net win for me. And I could bounce it too. I'm not going to bounce it yet because, so this is pretty cool. Now, unfortunately, Channeler won't hit Drake with my first spell, but I will be able to proliferate. So it's like, this turn we play Drake, and then we just send a team. And then next turn, I can play Flux Channeler and Calluses Missile, and then get that counter on Drake. And then the proliferation just begins. So if I draw non-creatures, then everybody gets a counter. If I draw another land, I can play Dam Breaker. So these are all good things. Alright. So Channeler first, because that'll make an extra zombie for me. And I think I'd rather bounce the Stinger. That's tricky though. I mean, I think they have all the mana they need here. I don't think this extra mana is really doing anything, and if I bounce them, well, maybe I bounce this because then they're going to be tempted to replay it and gain 3 life. And then I'll be able to send everybody. Yeah, I'm going to play it like that. Alright. Getting that proliferation on. Because, like, here's the thing. Like, if they play this again, that 3 life isn't really relevant with what I've got going on. And it also prevents maybe casting something for 1 more mana, so that's unfortunate. That does hurt. But we still have stuff in the air. Oh, that's neat. I think it's like this. Or maybe not. Yeah, maybe it's like this. All right, got there. Got those proliferation cards down. Alright, I'm finally drawing some synergy. Like, I don't know that I've made a bad deck. I mean, not to be like, yeah, I'm not to be like braggadocious or anything, but like my, like even that deck that went 1 and 3, that kind of like creature-y deck, and my bad deck that went 2, 3, like both those decks were fine. Like, they weren't bad. Um, on some level, the more synergy the more synergy you create in your deck, obviously the better off you are. But sometimes you just don't find it, like your really key synergies, and then other times like they draw their bombs, and you don't really have an answer. So it happens. We'll play the Augur first. Maybe we'll get lucky this time. Hey, we got lucky. Got really unlucky to bury Vivian, but at least we drew a card. I'd like to see what they've got. Oh. Okay, choose up to 4 cards in your graveyard. Two of them in your graveyard. Okay, I don't know. That's not very good. He's got a lot of like recursion and stuff, but yeah, I'll just get rid of the removal. That's a weird deck. So that sucks. Oh man, of all the things they could have drawn, that sucks. Alright, I'm just gonna wait a turn. So that enables me to attack with both. And then next turn we can Dawnbreaker. We'll definitely do this first. Hopefully we can just write out the Strix. I say that and then so we'll proliferate. They've got some kind of instant. I don't know. Alright, we got there. But yeah, if you guys are wondering about anything, please ask. I try to explain my logic as I go, but if I'm not explaining enough, or if I'm over explaining, like, please let me know. Yeah, this is good. It's always nice when you're playing a 3-color deck and you hit all your lands. So, I didn't like draw my best cards or anything, but this is fine. Reminds me of that meme on Reddit. There's like, your opponent like takes forever to play their first land, like the sloth guy. That's really fun. So I'm gonna lead with Wrangler because okay, they may not have a 2-drop. So if they don't have a 2-drop, I punish them with 1 extra damage. So there you go. So it just gives you like a slight advantage over playing the Strix first. I'm gonna be a little greedy. And oh man, I don't know. I think I toll. I think it's a toll. I gotta see what they're doing. Oh boy. Okay, they got some stuff here. So this is like pretty generic. This is just a 2/3 flyer. It does kind of get in my way. The submersible is not good. Cosmina is good, but I feel like that's tough. I think I take Cosmina. It's just the best card by a lot. So even though like this 2/3 flyer kind of shuts me down this turn, it's kind of annoying. But it's better that than Cosmina. So yeah, I think it's just this and pass. I want like honestly, I kind of just want this. I think I just want that. Because that's going to let me play my 6 drops. Yeah. That's just fine. So I play land this turn, I pass. Okay, so here's the game plan. Basically, next turn, I play Mawu and Strix, and and that triggers Thunder Drake to become a 3/4, so I can start attacking. And I'm hoping that prompts them to Wanderer Strike the Thunder Drake, or Wanderer Strike the Mawu, just being afraid of it. That way I can follow up with these bigger creatures, and they're actually going to pick up Wrangler with them and make them better too. So that's kind of how I foresee this going. Granted, these two cards could have other plans for me, but as of right now, that feels pretty good. Alright, so I'm gonna play Mawu first. That they might be running that 4 mana counter unless you pay 2. So that'll let me resolve Mawu. That's cool. And then playing this, it doesn't even matter if it resolves. I still trigger Thunder Drake. So it's like they might counter it, but it doesn't even matter. Alright, so now, hopefully they don't have Wrath of God. They could have Time Wipe or whatever. That would suck. Ooh, the Hydra. So, it's just a 4/4 though. We could say try again on the Hydra. It doesn't really matter. I want the Giant first. Yeah, we'll drop from the Giant. And again, I'm going to play the Forest. They probably don't have discard. And then if I draw a land, I can play both of these spells, and that just gets another counter on Thunder Drake. The pass again. That's weird. I don't know. Well, yeah, I mean, I think I still do it. We'll proliferate first. That guy gets real big. And then we'll bounce Hydra. It's fine. Yeah, I think just on the team. Like, they've got good blocks on Mawu, but then they've got a, like, they don't have very good blocks overall. Because if they blocked Mawu on with the Hydra, they die. Unless they just lose Tomic and leave. Yeah, I mean, like, there's just no good blocks here. Okay. So either way, I can block Submersible. And they're still dead on the board. Alright. Let's get that 7. Yeah, cool. Good stuff. I'd like a way to put counters on Mawu. So I guess the dream would be to augur into 3 mana. The 3 mana +1/+1 counter proliferate spell. I'm blanking on the name. Like something under pressure or something. We didn't find it. That's okay. We did find Vivian though for the first time. So that's exciting. And we can hold up a blocker for Vivian. So that's also good. Yeah, I mean, it's fine to block. I'm gonna play the Vraskers. Oh, no. Shoot. Oh, Courage of Crisis. That's the one. That's what we're looking for. Go Prowler. I'm gonna hold Vivian back a little bit. Alright, so this way, if they attack me with the Stinger, we can punish that really hard. I need Stinger to die now, but... Okay, so I think I have enough protection that we can just drop Vivian.
To be contained.
Yeah, we'll see if we can find some.
For the fallen.
We don't. One thing that's cool about Vivian though is you can flash in creatures. So that's what I'm just looking to do with Aven Eternal. I can put some pressure on that way. So Davril is actually like really annoying. But luckily I can kill it next turn. So we're only going to lose one card.
Mask is intimidating enough.
So I think that card is Dambreaker.
Perish the thought.
Because I don't even care about Proliferate until I can actually cast it on something. So. Alright, another Stinger, that sucks. But that's okay, we're going to kill him in the air, I think.
Ooh, sorry.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, not really.
Hmm. I don't know why I would tap my mana like that. Alright, so here's the play. We're going to Courage in Crisis Mawu. Yeah, we're going to do like a bit of a cheeky attack. So we're definitely going to snipe Davril, and I'm going to come at him with these two. So that's kind of what I was hoping he'd do. So I was hoping they would do that because now what we can do is kill the Stinger to save Mawu. And now they don't have Death Touch for Mawu again. And I still trample over.
This
So,
wasn't
that's
part
nice.
of our contract.
And then we can hopefully find another creature.
All things begin.
Evolution
and
Sage is
end
sick.
in nature.
So hopefully, I mean, even if we draw land then, we can put it to use. And they're just digging. They're in trouble. Oh, another Stinger? What? Come on. Oh, man. 3 Crawl Stingers. I drew removal, though. Drew removal, though. Yeah.
Tear it down. Tear it all down.
This is ridiculous. How many of these guys do you play? What is this? Alright, so we'll play this. So, Maul gets really big. Can attack with our zombie too. And they've got to block a lot. I do trample. Yeah, they still have to block with more than one creature. So I should clean them out. That trample is so sick. This is why I love Mawu. Like Mawu's nuts. So they go to 1, they keep the Taskmaster. Maybe we find another creature.
There is wonder in a blade of
Okay.
grass.
So I found a flyer. The problem is they have to attack this with this in order to get Carl Singer back, which is assuming what they're gonna do. So they've got 3 of them. But then they need to have drawn another creature that costs 1 mana to survive with that. So I think we have them.
Strike now! Strike hard!
Good game. Cool. Ranked up tonight. I've still got like 2 weeks to get back to Mythic. I do want to get back to Mythic again. Because this season feeds into the next qualifier. So I was able to qualify for, I actually made top like 1,000 twice, but only counted once, I guess. But then this season counts towards another qualifier, weekend qualifier. So we're definitely going to grind back up to Mythic again this season. Alright. So, finally we scored a deck that's getting some results. The weird thing is I don't really think this one is much better than a lot of the ones that I've had lately. It's just kind of clicking. Getting the hands. I mean, like, even the curve is a little bit wonky. I mean, if you, like, clear out all of your non-creature stuff, it looks a little better. It's like, okay, so all of these are probably casted off curve. So that seems fine. Like, this is a fine curve. And then these are sort of my, like, variable cards. I would always try to separate that out. Try to separate, because, like, this, sometimes it gives you the illusion, like, oh, I have plenty of 2-drops, but, like, really 2 of them you're probably not going to play on turn 2. So you have to be careful about that. And then certain cards I would count. Like, I'm perfectly happy playing this card on turn 4 if I can. Like, if I'm in a position to play it on turn 4, I will. Same with Totally Invasion. Like, I'm perfectly happy casting that on turn 3 if it feels right. So it's fine leaving it. Same with New Horizons. So it's not like you put all of your non-creatures over here. It's just the ones that you probably won't cast on that turn of their cost. So I would definitely recommend doing that. That's something that I didn't learn for a long time. But after I learned it, it was like, oh wow, my curves are so much better now. Yeah, I like this hand actually. I have early removal in case they're very aggressive, which they might be. I drew another removal, that's cool. And I have some card draw, so we can definitely find that forest, even if it doesn't come naturally. So yeah, we got stuff. And if they play like an evolution stage or something here, then we'll kill it. But as of right now, this is just a 1-1. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm probably just going to lead out with the Channeler. Just in case. Like, it might eat removal. They might feel like, you know what, I've got a Cruelty. Yeah, see? Like, and I'd much rather them do that on Channeler than Evolution Stage. So with those, with that 3 mana open, that was definitely the right call. And as I was saying before, like, this is a good opportunity to just play this. I'm not going to have to discard, and they only have a 1/1 out. So it's like, we're definitely keeping Vivian. I kind of want to land. I'm really less interested in these cards. I mean, I'm a little bit interested in what's in their hand. But I don't care that much. I would rather see what else we find. Alright, now I'm actually really curious what's in there. So feel it out, even eternal. And then we'll leave Scorn up so that if I double block and he has some kind of trick, I can just take it out with Scorn. Alright, so they definitely drew Druid because that came out really late. They might just be flooded. So I can protect Vivian now. So I'm just gonna lay it out there. And I think I will even just +1. Because I have plenty of stuff to play.
You fight like a city brat.
Crazy cats. Okay, Storv comes out. I have removal for Storv, so I'm okay with that. And so that was that situation I was talking about before. So I'm fine stacking on this because what they'll likely do is sack Paradise Druid, and then I can respond by killing it. So I just get like a 2-for-1 there. Yeah, so it's Sage, and then we can go land. And then I'm gonna -2.
Let me show you.
Pick up the
what was
giant.
lost.
Then we can just bounce Storv. Just slow that down a turn. Start getting aggressive. I mean, our deck's just going off. Like, this is a cool way to end. Like, this is just like all of our best cards doing what they do. So now the replay on Storv, but it's like, now I can just cruelty them. So yeah, we can just kill that. And then we can play like, I guess New Horizons. Get another creature.
I've seen puppies whine less than you.
Yeah, so just sack zombie, because we win in the air with these two. So let's play land, proliferate. Give him some vigilance. Alright, good game, we did it. So yeah, that's what the deck is capable of. A lot of those games were a lot grindier, but it was cool to end on one like that. Every once in a while, your deck just doing, you know, your wildest dreams. So, thanks for watching, guys. It's late. I'm going to bed. But, yeah, I'll be playing some more, and appreciate you watching. If you like the stream, give me a follow. If you feeling really generous, hit me with a subscription. But yeah, I'll be back with some more drafts later this week, by the end of this week. So I hope you enjoyed, and have a good night.